Pixel Gun 3D is still a poo-poo game, and ever since the dawn of man, we've been striving to find that one good-ass Steam game that'll stop all the Steam games. Granny! No! You know, it's kind of bizarre how Pixel Gun 3D went from being one of the greatest mobile games to ever hit the App Store, to a dilapidated cumsock being run out drier than World 2 in every Mario game. With a recent PC version hitting Steam, I wanted to give this old favorite of mine another try. The idea of Pixel Gun returning to its roots was interesting enough and had my hopes up that we had finally escaped this hell that Pixel Gun was currently in. But instead of just making a good game, Cubic said, oops, all microtransactions, and doubled down on selling out more than Pokemon. I ain't paying $28 for cookies, you dehydrated troglodyte. Pixel Gun 3D used to be a simple game with simple combat and simple gunplay. For a mobile game, this was great by itself, but then they added multiplayer, causing their baby-ass player count to skyrocket into fame. It ran well, it played well, and it heavily focused on pure fun. But Realisoft decided to make the game free to play, only to introduce a new currency called gems. You see, with these gems, you were able to purchase weapons and upgrades, as well as spend real money in order to acquire them. However, back then a lot of weapons were still easy enough to grind without paying, and gems were pretty easy to acquire even without spending money. As years passed, however, Pixel Gun heavily shifted its focus from making an interesting gameplay loop to making shit cost ridiculous money. Their plan was to add weapons to the shop that were only purchasable through gems, and while these weapons weren't required to do well, it made doing well significantly easier. Instead of nerfing these weapons, Realisoft went, hey, listen, okay, I know we messed up, which is why we're adding this new gun that fucking one-shots people, baby. Oh yeah, give us $100, yeah. Keep in mind, this exact loop has been repeating itself for, what, 11 years? And not only have the prices increased, but the power of these weapons as well. In Pixel Gun 3D, when someone says, holy crap, that guy is so good, what they really mean is, holy crap, that guy has his mom's credit card. You want to deal more damage? Give me money. Want to resist more damage? Give me money. Want to have fun? Give me money. Hell, even the tip menu just straight up says, hey, give me money! Sure, you can try to be free to play and you can try to be skillful at the game, but you would essentially be nothing more than a Victorian child fighting against 7 cosmic armored supermen with nothing more than a Yoshi coin, your mutated tapeworm. This community is so lobotomized that they somehow try to argue that this is a good thing, giving new players a chance to fight against the pro players, but forgetting one crucial detail. The pro players, they can also spend money, so it looks like the only way to combat pay-to-win players is to also pay to win. Well, say goodbye to my paycheck, looks like Little Caesars Pizza and tap water is back on the menu, boys. The way they also set up the shop is more predatory to kids than Drake. Fake sales absolutely plague the store and is dressed in flashing lights and colors. In the history of Pixel Gun, I have never seen this 3 times value go away. It's always there no matter what and tricks newer players into spending money. Shit has more colors in it than a fucking Mr. Beast thumbnail. They have a battle pass that costs more than Fortnite's battle pass, but unlike Fortnite, you can't save currency to get a new one every season, so you're required to spend $30 every season to unlock a new bumfuck skin and a half-decent weapon. They have loot boxes and gambling cards that cost 100 gems each to open. You can grind keys, sure, but the grind is extremely slow and unsurprisingly also has a price tag attached to them. Pixel Gun tries so ludicrously hard to nickel and dime you that I'm surprised they don't charge you for simply opening the game. Pixel Gun not only deals with ludicrous prices, but also a plethora of cheaters and scammers. The clan lobby is filled with people trying to scam kids out of their money, okay? Most competitive matches are filled with either cheaters or some poor bastard that paid $400 only to die to me 400 times. I still ain't bitching because I'm bad at the game. But despite all of this, you want to know the most horrible part? The actual game is pretty good. When the game works and you fight players your level and there's no cheaters and there's no dumbass pop-ups and there's no pay-to-win tryhards and you drink like 20 Bud Lights, the game is pretty good. Unlike Kyle at Dick Shits or Five Nights at Bernie's, this is a movement shooter similar to Quake or Doom. You constantly have to swap weapons and chain combos between them in order to output optimal DPS. Guns not only feel good to shoot, but are also unique and have different abilities and perks attached to each one, making new weapons fun to test out and creating new weapon combos and creating creating new unique playstyles is always an awesome time. Thanks to the unique weapons and crazy loadouts, the game never gets old, allowing new combinations to garner different playstyles. You can acquire different gear that also enhances your playstyle, as well as custom skins and custom caves, so you don't have to shell out $30 like a dumbass. You can rocket jump, snipe a guy from across the map, then melee a guy at close range, then swap to your laser revolver to finish that bastard off, and then use your full auto shotgun to kill another guy. Seeing what works and what doesn't, chaining combos and going on massive kill streaks is the true magic of Pixel Gun and always has been. The part that makes the core game being good so fucked up is the fact that it's being drowned by all these negatives to the point where the core community is leaving and is being done with this game. Had Cubic.Games made a better way to grind for coins and gems that's fun, had they cared about the cheaters ruining their game, had they cared about basically anything, this would probably be the best free FPS game on the market. I hope that one day, Pixel Gun is allowed a reboot that exceeds the current game, because as of right now, the game is desperately in need of fixing. Anyways, that's pretty much it for me today. See ya, bastards.